Hello students, in this video we will be discussing some practice problems on SN1. The first question is why cyclopentyl chloride shows SN1 reactivity at a rate faster than cyclobutyl chloride, which again reacts faster than cyclopropyl chloride. Now what are these cyclopentyl chloride, cyclobutyl chloride and cyclopropyl chloride? Let me show you the structures of these three chlorides. Now the first one, cyclopentyl chloride, is a 5-membered ring with a Cl atom attached to it. Cyclobutyl chloride is a 4-membered ring with a Cl atom attached to one of its carbon, and cyclopropyl chloride is a 3-membered ring with again a chlorine atom attached to one of its carbon. Now it is saying that cyclopentyl chloride is more reactive as compared to this cyclobutyl chloride, which is again more reactive as compared to cyclopropyl chloride. But this reactivity order is only followed when the reaction proceeds via SN1 mechanism. Now what is this SN1 mechanism? In SN1 mechanism, the first step is always the step in which carbocation is formed and where the Cl atom behaves as a leaving group and leaves the system in order to form a carbocation. The first step is showing the first step for cyclopentyl chloride. When the chlorine atom leaves as a leaving group, then this system looks like minus Cl cyclopentyl carbocation, because the Cl is leaving along with the bond which it makes with the carbon. So when this chlorine is going, this is leaving as a leaving group and there is one minus charge over this Cl. That is, Cl is here, Cl minus is a leaving group. And this is my cyclopropyl carbocation. Sorry, this won't be cyclopropyl, this is cyclopentyl carbocation. The same thing is followed by cyclobutyl and cyclopropyl. Now the first step of SN1 mechanism is always the rate determining step, which means that from this step we can understand whether the reaction will proceed at a faster rate or at a slower rate. So the first step of cyclobutyl chloride will again be when Cl leaves the system as a leaving group, then it looks like cyclobutyl carbocation, and for cyclopropyl chloride, the chlorine leaving as a leaving group, then the system is cyclopropyl carbocation. This is my cyclobutyl and here is cyclopropyl. Now according to the question, it is being said that cyclopentyl chloride reacts at a faster rate. This means since first step is my rate determining step, so it is very obvious that the first step of this cyclopentyl chloride takes place at a faster rate as compared to these two. That which means Cl over here leaves the system at a much faster rate as compared to these. Why will Cl leave the system at a faster rate? This is because after Cl leaves the system is looking like this one, a 5-membered ring with a carbocationic carbon on it. Now the carbocationic carbon, the carbon which contains this positive charge, is sp2 hybridized. This is the case for all three, because we all know that carbocationic carbon is always sp2 hybridized. If a carbon is sp2 hybridized, then its orientation is planar. 3 groups bonded to carbon remains in this orientation and there is one vacant pure p orbital and the carbon is vacant, so it has plus charge. This is the orientation of a carbocationic carbon. Now since it is planar, the bond angle between the groups of the carbon, that is Bond angle between these two groups is 120 degree. Between these two groups is again 120 degree. Here also the bond angle will be 120 degree. So we need to find out the bond angle actually present over here. Here the bond angle is, we did this a formula in our childhood classes. In maths you did this formula, that is n minus 2 into 180 degree divided by n, where n is the number of sides. So for 5-membered system, that is, it looks like a pentagon. So if you substitute n by 5, it becomes 5 minus 2 into 180 degree divided by 5, which is 5 minus 2, 3 into 180 degree by 5, 3s are 15, 3 into 36, which is equal to 108 degree. So the bond angle out here is 108 degree. If you carry out the same calculation for cyclobutyl, putting 4 in place of n, then you get 90 degree for cyclobutyl carbocation, and applying the same formula for cyclopropyl carbocation, substituting 3 in place of n, you get 60 degree. So you can see the bond angle variation 108 to 90 to 60. Now for every sp2 hybridized carbon, the bond angle demand is 120 degree. Every carbocationic carbon wants to attain this bond angle. But here the cyclopentyl carbocation can attain maximum up to 108 degree. Beyond this, it cannot attain this 5-membered structure. Its structure would collapse and it cannot remain planar. But it again has to attain 120 degree. So this ring faces a huge angular strain, and this angular strain is of approximately 120 degree minus 108 degree. The bond angle demand minus its actual bond angle. Here the bond angle strain is 120 degree minus 90 degree, and here the strain faced is 120 degree minus 60 degree. On calculating, you get this as 12 degree strain. Here it is 30 degree strain, and here it is 60 degree strain. As you can see, as you proceed from this 5-membered to 4 to 3-membered, the strain goes on increasing from 12 degree to 30 degree to 60 degree. More is the strain, less ease is the formation of a carbocation. So here the carbocation forms with a greater ease as compared to these two carbocation formation. Hence, Cl- leaves this system at a much faster rate. Since this Cl leaves the system at a faster rate, the SN1 reactivity for cyclopentyl chloride is the fastest. Now if you try to write this answer in exactly point form, then you can write it in this way. Marking these systems as A, B and C, and the point forms are: SN1 reactivity proceeds in 2 steps. First step of SN1 is the rate determining step in bracket R.D.S, in which carbocation is generated, like I've showed you in the previous part. Angular strain in cyclopentyl chloride is equal to 120 degree. Now while mentioning these angular strain, show the proper calculation which I have shown you in the previous part. Angular strain in cyclobutyl chloride is equal to 30 degree. Angular strain in cyclopropyl chloride is equal to 60 degree. More is the angular strain, lesser is the ease of carbocation generation. This will be generation. Last point, thus carbocation generates in A at a faster rate than B followed by C. This is the complete answer pattern for answering such questions based on SN1. In our next video, we will be showing more such practice problems on SN1 and SN2 reactions.